Montech just dropped the Hyperflow Digital series, and the 360mm model is immediately one to watch. The MSRP sits at $119.99 for the 360 and $99.99 for the 240mm. What makes this interesting isn't just the size, it's what you get for that price. A modern pump head with digital display, ARGB everywhere, solid thermal performance, and a 6-year warranty. Here is what comes in the box. You have everything to mount it on all major CPU sockets that are released in previous 10 years. Everything from Intel in the past 10 years or so, and AM4 and AM5 on the AMD side are covered here as well. You also get a thermal paste applicator, thermal compound, and a little spatula if you want to reuse it later, since it comes with a paste pre-applied out of the box, which I of course already used. The radiator is the aluminum one, dimensions are 397 by 120 by 27 mm, tubes are 400 mm long, they are sleeved with swivel 90-degree fittings at the pump end and fixed at the radiator end. The pump block is around 67 by 67 by 52 mm. The speed is rated to 3100 RPMs and it is completely inaudible at just 28 decibels. The cooling plate is made from the copper. The fans here are the latest E28 PWM ARGB fans, 120mm and 28mm thick. Fluid dynamic bearings, 800 up to 2200 RPMs, 96.27 CFM and 4.13mm of H2O static pressure, and they all have these cool vibrational dampeners on each corner. This isn't just another AIO with ARGB that screams ARGB in your face, and that's actually good, it's not. The head unit has a modest, classy design, the display feature is actually super clean, it displays temperature for the CPU or GPU and a load bar in the percentage. And the build quality, while not the flagship level, is actually better than what you'd expect at this price point. What else is cool here is the software for monitoring is so tiny and has nothing but Celsius or Fahrenheit temperature setting and CPU or GPU selection for the display. And that's actually it. You do need one USB 2.0 free header on your motherboard, since it uses that for the connection and actual display on the pump block. Classic PWM fan headers for speed and power, and classic 3-pin ARGB header for lighting, of course. Mounting was smooth on any CPU socket. It comes with backplates and brackets for Intel, including the LGA 1851, 1700 and all the previous models as well, and AMD with AM5 and AM4 support. The tubing is long enough at 400mm and flexible actually, which gives you a lot of leeway in the radiator placement in your case. The CPU block height is actually pretty reasonable and won't interfere with anything in your build. Visually, the radiator is matte black, the tubes are sleeved and the fittings have chrome capture rings around the radiator and also on the pump block too. The fans are 28mm thick with rubber dampeners in the corner. The fan blades are ARGB lighting, they are good quality, bright hubs, but some hot spots can be seen here because the lighting is actually centralized here in the hub. The head unit ring has the LED plus the digital display. It's not super flashy, but it's classy and functional. If you like lights everywhere, that's cool, but this leans toward the more refined lighting and subtle. And speaking of performance, this is where Montech actually delivers. At idle with fans at around 700 RPM and pump at around 1000 RPM, the cooler held 25 degrees Celsius. That's efficient for a big 360 radiator, of course. Under gaming load, CPU temperatures average around 54 degrees, with maximum temperatures while stress tested in the Cinebench. They stopped at 79 degrees on my test system here. And that's excellent, especially given the price and the fact that this CPU here easily hits 100 degrees if the cooler is not good. Running the fans at full speed at 2200 RPM, they are obviously louder, but during realistic load, they actually rarely maxed out. At high load, the sound hit 37 decibels approximately, but often stayed under or close to the background levels in a typical room setup. So I can safely say it's on a quiet side. Pump noise is actually well controlled, around 28 decibels, so you're not going to notice the pump noise at all, even when everything is actually super quiet around you. So what works here and what doesn't, and what Montech got right here? Thermals versus the price, very good cooling for the money. It actually beats many pricier units in efficiency. The low noise in real life scenarios, well, you need to set the fan curve to keep it quiet unless you push it hard, but fans got the power if actually that is needed, which is awesome. Build quality and compatibility here is excellent. Clean fittings, long tubes, support for most modern sockets, all check. Feature set, it has the digital readout, ARGB and a good warranty, 6 years of course, and value. It comes with pre-applied paste and actually more in spare in case you need to clean your system or remove the AIO and similar. So what could be better actually here? The lightning hotspots in fans. Since lightning is hub-based, centered around the fans here, it's not perfectly even. The head unit here, the display on it is more subtle than some users might expect, so if you want something very flashy, bright, this actually isn't going to win the most RGB show contest. But if you value subtlety and cool design, this is a win then. At full RPM, noise increases noticeably, so there is a trade-off between pushing temperatures down and actually keeping things quiet at load, of course. Just set your fan curves and you're golden. Pump lock is actually a fingerprint magnet, plus it can easily be scratched just by wiping it, so be careful here. So who is this actually made for? If you're building or upgrading currently, here's the bottom line. The Hyperflow Digital 360 is one of the best valued 360 AIOs right now. If your case actually supports a 360mm Radiator, this is almost a non-negotiable pick. I even managed to get it in my Lianli A3 and the temperatures were awesome actually. You get excellent cooling here, plus the ARGB, plus the subtle digital display if that is your thing, and 6-year warranty, peace of mind, all for a very reasonable price of course. It is best fitted for gamers or content creators who push the multi-threaded loads and want cooler temperatures without paying flagship prices, and if you actually value clean aesthetics and silence but don't need the flashiest RGB of things. And you can maybe skip it or consider alternatives here if you have a case that has low airflow and is extremely restricted of course, but that works for any AIO actually. And if you care most about lighting perfection over anything else, the visual aspect, then you need to skip it. And if you run workloads that force the cooler to always run at full fan speed, and noise is a make or break issue here, for example if you stream in the quiet room or you do the audio and music work, well, you need to skip this, and actually Montech has the Hyperflow silent, so consider that one in that case. Hyperflow Digital 360 is more than just an affordable AIO with lights. It actually delivers real thermal performance, actually has a cool design here and solid features that undercut a lot of competition here. In terms of price to performance ratio and features per dollar, this thing actually punches well above its weight. So if you are putting together a build right now, it deserves a serious look. So thanks for watching guys, sub to the channel, like and share the video, and I'll see you in another one.